Daniela Barrera Rojas, known as Epa Colombia, has already begun serving her sentence. He has just arrived at El Buen Pastor prison in Bogotá to pay the 5-year prison sentence, confirmed by the Supreme Court of Justice, as responsible for 3 crimes. Within the framework of the 2019 days of protests in Bogotá, the influencer was captured in a CTI procedure last Monday, when she was found at her business in the Restrepo neighborhood in Bogotá. The crimes she committed in 2019, and which she believed were a simple prank, she recorded and uploaded to her social networks. And those videos became proof of her responsibility, and that is why she was convicted. The Supreme Court of Justice was forceful in warning that Epa Colombia itself recognized its responsibility, not only before the guarantee control judges, in the presence of its lawyer, and free of pressure, but also in the videos it recorded. It still motivated others to repeat the destruction. The influencer and YouTuber Daniela Barrera Rojas knew all the situations that made it mandatory to self-regulate her expressions on social networks, and, despite all her specific knowledge, she gave free rein to her violent behavior, and went so far as to instigate others to replicate her behavior. Destructive design, stated the Supreme Court of Justice in its decision. Epa Colombia was convicted in the first and second instance. The process reached the Supreme Court of Justice after its defense filed an appeal, trying to overthrow one of the 3 crimes that increased the sentence from 3.5 to 5 years of prison. The strategy did not work, and the High Court confirmed the conviction, in addition to the order for his arrest and confinement in prison. It is clear, then, that Daniela Barrera Rojas acted outside the regulatory framework that allows social protest, given that his action was in no way peaceful, but, on the contrary, was violent and destructive. He used a hammer as a blunt weapon to ruin the Molinos de Transmilenio station and cause severe damage, the ruling warns. For the Supreme Court of Justice, the damage caused by the influencer was evident who, even knowing the seriousness of the events, motivated others to repeat the destruction in the Transmilenio system. The High Court sets a precedent on the responsibility that public figures have with the messages they broadcast. Such a statement, because the defendant, consciously and voluntarily, incited her more than 4 million followers to imitate her in the execution of similar, criminal, behaviors, to the point of stating that what they were seeing is one of the ways in which the people can demonstrate, the court said after reading the ruling.